playing his trademark Ryu that he's played for many years. Druseph showcasing his claw, better known stateside as the Vega. Southeast Battles 2016.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. Joel immediately backing up because he doesn't want to give Drew any kind of control, even if it would just be the forward pierce that Drew was looking for. Good anti-air from Joel, taking the jump out of the picture. Also with the Hado, keeping the dash. So you see he's looking at all the avenues. He reversal to try to get away. No go. Joel just pushing him back with the roundhouse. Gets another anti-air with the DP. And finally has him in the corner. Doesn't really deter Drew. Drew gets the full punish from the crush counter. I mean, it doesn't look like the biggest thing because it's not, but the important thing is he gets the sweep, he gets his positioning again. Surprised that Joel didn't go for one more DP, but he's still okay. Drew finally has him in the corner. He has the V-trigger if he needs it. Goes to the DP, and then Joel tries to parry. Surprised he didn't get it. Gets the throw, closes out the first round. Now,
Round 2.
I'm thinking that, yeah, it's looking really good for Drew when he just tries to get in Joel's face. Like, I mean, that's easier for me to say. I'm sitting here on the couch, but he wasn't really getting a whole lot of the mid-range. He can't jump, he can't dash. So he wants to try to stay as close as physically possible, not get like literal scramble situations. But until Joel started bringing out his best friend right there, Stand Strong, just challenging him up close, trying to maybe spook him into something. Joel's doing a good job of keeping him in check, keeping him from dashing in until he got it and got the throw. Crush counter sweep, and instead of putting him in the corner, he just keeps him mid-screen, tries to get something from the V-trigger, no good. Good check for Drew. Walk in with a command throw, not enough to finish this though. And he knows, he wanted to go in, you saw what happened, you saw what was waiting for him. Good reaction to the EX Hado, goes from the top with the EX wall dive of his own, and makes it 1-1. Both of them sitting on game point. Immediately off the wall, but he didn't want to go all the way in. That was a little too obvious for Joel. Drew looking for a Hado at mid-range, can't find one. Slowly trying to work his way in. He knows he can't dash in because as soon as he tries to walk in, tries to force his way in, he gets met with the dap. No reaction on the whiff fierce. That happens sometimes. Joel's trying to look for a button with the jab strong. Good reaction. Neutral jump, roundhouse, starting that off, keeping Drew contained in the corner. The late last hit of the forward strong, the overhead, closing out game 1. And they both are already confirming that they're ready for game 2. Okay, they're confirming their character select. They agreed on something. That's all I know. I don't know if this is the classic textbook, go to the character select screen and slow the game down, or if Drew's actually considering changing characters, which, oh, he is. Just like we've said a couple times on stream, Drew has another characters, and it might surprise Koos when he gets back that we're actually seeing Sim on screen. Sim, a character that usually does relatively even against Ryu. I would argue that he probably does the same in this game. Might be more of playing against Joel, or maybe Drew just feels that he can't play Claw against Joel, but let's see how this goes. Let's see what happens when we mix our flavors. And you see that Joel came out immediately looking for some kind of limb, probably the fierce that he got met with, and he's already in on Drew. Drew stepping over the sweep, but he missed that drill. He got off lightly for that. It could have been a whole lot more, but the big thing he's losing is the positioning. And Drew, he had the reaction for the jump. You saw he slid as soon as Joel went up. All he really acknowledged was the camera moving, not so much where Joel was actually jumping, which is why Joel was getting to jump on him with these neutrals. Drew's like literally sliding into them. Who could call on the EX Yoga? Backdash. He couldn't get there in time, or he could have got a big punish. Good challenge with the DP. The Joel special. Kraus fierce in the V-trigger. Nice from Drew. Didn't want anything to do with the overhead. Sliding in the V-trigger. Gets the damage. Staying same side. Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't want to do anything too crazy. Gets around the Hado with the teleport and converts to get round 1.
Round 2.
Good looks, Drew. Good looks. Drew about to tap into a second meter. Misses another drill. Joel coming in. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Gets the overhead he missed in the last round. He's trying to keep him pinned down with the overhead. Goes out with the dap. EX Tatsu. doesn't. Well, he had the meter for the EX Shoryuken. I don't blame him for not using it. And then he gets clipped. Another miss. That's a big miss right there. A little too deep with the slide. Doesn't get the conversion, though. Snipes him out the sky with the Crouch Fierce. And Drew wisely gets out of the corner. Trying to push him back in there. Good V-trigger from Joel. Had to make the sweep safe. And just checks him with the jabs. He doesn't want to go to anything crazy. I mean, he could stay with the strongs. They still would be plus. But why? You can just do the jabs. Joel sitting on what I believe to be match point. Finding himself in the corner, fadeaway jump roundhouse to keep Drew at bay. Backs him up with another EX top to and immediately dashes out of the corner in pursuit. Dunks him down. Caught something, but he couldn't get the conversion on the dap. Ooh, the spacing to get around the sweep. Druseph. Trying to stay in his face. Misses another drill. Those are so bad. So bad, but he still gets away. Drew, ooh, gets checked. Good look by Joel. Overhead again. He's going to need a little bit more. He's going to need more than a jump short. Gets away. Throws a lot of the meter, but the crouch jab, the longest of high fives, gets Drew on the board. One here in your winner semis.
Round one. Fight.
Trade again, that trade going in Joel's favor, not by too much. And again, the angle where Joel likes to do a jump short in on Druseph, he's been finding a lot of success because at most he's been getting traded with. And the trades don't matter too much to him because he quickly takes up the real estate. Stepping in on him, can't get anything too much. Gets Drew to come off of his V-trigger, and he took a little bit of white life. That could have been a whole lot worse. Like, he took a little bit of the white life damage, but, I mean, at least he didn't take like 2 or 3 hits worth. Joel on the offensive. Coming in behind his V-trigger cancel. He gets tech, but he's still in his face. Half-charged Hado. Close out round 1 of game 3.
Round 2. Fight.
Opting to play this from long range, looking for the teleport. Doesn't want to challenge it, doesn't want to fight it, doesn't want to DP. It's early in the round, just got away. Ooh, okay. I kind of wonder. He got a crouch strong, and he hit the drill. I wonder if he really meant to DP, and he just got his inputs crossed up. Gets away from the roundhouse. Drew can't go too far away. V-triggers just to relieve the pressure. V-reverse, excuse me. Gets sniped out of his yoga. There's a flame, nothing doing, trying to keep him from running in. Drew's trying to make sure there's no more back forwards. Roundhouse, dual purpose of the roundhouse, flooring people jumping in, like so. Can't pick him up off the dribble. Gas the V-trigger one more time. Oh, that was a good reaction, because I'm pretty sure that even if he was a little bit late, he would have got under it. And the Yoga Sniper Street Fighter V edition, coming from the fadeaway jump jab, putting Drew on match point. Anybody's game. Jump Fierce can't get the conversion all the way down. Yeah, you had to get away from that. That was a jump roundhouse. You can't get the EX flame out right there. Drew trying to scurry into the corner. He wasn't ready for the sweep. Puts a little pressure on him, wasn't ready for the jump in. It's okay. He still has a lot of life to work with. Gets away from Joel one more time. Joel coming in. Again, finds the mark with the jump strong. Or jump short, excuse me. Just throw. Catches the V reversal. Can't really do anything with it. Dumps all the meter into his face. And again, the jump short. He's gotten so much from the jump short. That is the MVP of the round for him. So good.